Hey, good morning, Grand Rising, Kitchen Counter Oracle. This is my second time trying to do this because the camera cut out. Um, it's mainly a she that does not want this message out, but at the same time, it's like whoever, whatever, your feelings don't matter to me at this point. And the truth is, she's not spiritually gifted. She's pretending to be empathic. She's pretending to be spiritual. She's not a naturally spiritual person. She can use the lingo on her caption. She can take the pictures, but it's just I'm hearing Divine University, but that's the ghetto nuns thing. She don't go to the school. Because it's weird because yesterday I had a dream. I went back to sleep. I woke up around 3, went back to sleep 3:30ish, 4. And I had a vision of me just running around like it was my last semester before graduation. I was a month in, and apparently in this dream, I was apparently in the wrong classes for some reason. Like I had been attending the wrong class for a month straight. And I was trying to desperately get that sorted out. Like it was the right subject, but the wrong teacher, which is really weird. Because in real time, I've actually graduated from university and stuff like that, and I'm not known to be that negligent of a person. Like my work and stuff like that speaks for me. But it's really weird because I'm like, again, I'm not that neglectful of a person. I'm not irresponsible like that. But this person, however, is. Because I remember seeing from that person's point of view, and it's like, this is, and I just can't help but think that whole time, it's like, this isn't me though. Who is this? That kind of thing. Yeah, it's somebody who don't go to the school. It is the copycat. It is the doppelganger. So on down that line. And 9 times out of 10, like energetically, I can tell she has Capricorn somewhere highly aspected in her chart because I don't. I have a single Capricorn placement in a planet that I seldom resonate with. Like 99.9999999% of the time, I do not resonate with the sign of Capricorn. And the funny thing about me, odd little fact about me, is I was actually supposed to be born a Capricorn. I don't know. This person either has a Capricorn moon or a Capricorn rising. Like, it's not a sun sign. Could be a Capricorn north node or south node as well. But my thing is, if you're going to doppelganger a person, you need to understand them fully. Which is why you don't need to be getting readings on that person. You don't need to be studying their social media because their socials may be public. Every aspect of their life, however, is not public. You don't know how much money they make. You may not fully know where they live, and congratulations, this person may very well be the reason you opted out of every database you can possibly find. It's like this person wants you to disappear off the face of the earth, but at the same time, you're eliminating your information from these sites in the name of preserving your privacy. And on top of that, it's going to be nightmarishly noticeable when I see some wackos driving by my house and whatnot. But it's even weirder when this person is trying to befriend members of your family, like talk to your sister, your brother, your aunts, your uncles, and it's just like, this woman is fucking bonkers. Like, she's the ultimate stalker. And then we have these witches that were paid to do work. But the problem is they don't want the people were paid to do the work on to be mad at them, to hate them, to hold a grudge, this, that, and the third. And it's just like, baby, what you did was unnecessary. Because sometimes when some folks want to eliminate the competition, better safe than sorry. They only to find out later it was for nothing, because the person they were doing work on already did not organically like the person that they were trying to quote unquote win a wedding ring with. Because women do some stupid shit to get a ring. They do, especially when money is on the line, or what they perceive to be money on the line. And I'm going to tell you this right here and now, you are not a girl's girl. You're an idiot. A blundering idiot. And especially when you are doing work on somebody who is organically gifted themselves. We can tell who touches our energy. We can tell. And the funny thing is when you pay a witch, people oftentimes pay a witch or a warlock, some type of spellcaster and whatnot, in the name of keeping their hands clean. But the thing is, money is an energy exchange. If you're anything like me, you can sense the tiniest little thread of attachment. So you know who's doing it. Basically. Which brings me to this. The Twinflame thing, I am convinced got started because readers saw an opportunity to make a lot of money. Women most likely are to go to a psychic about their soulmate. Who are they going to marry? What's their husband going to be like? Blah, 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 blah. I'm guilty of doing it too. Then I learned better. Then you have the readers who don't have love themselves. They want to ruin everybody's chance at it. And then we have the ones like all that above. They'll say whatever, wherever, in the name of getting you to come back and purchase more readings. So at the end of the day, are these people really helping? Probably not. And there was a Scorpio reader, or she claimed to be, from Tumblr. I got a reading from once, and it was like one of the most whack-ass confusing things I've ever read in my life. Hang on, I gotta sneeze. That's me. It was one of the most confusing things I ever dealt with in my life. And I figured out later on she was trying to put a spell on me through the reading. Like a confusion spell in combination with a codependency spell. And it's just like, yeah, nah, we good. We good. Mission abort. And on top of that, that reader also wanted me to take them on as my mentor. And it's like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Has she held a grudge against me for that? Yes, she has. She has. But you know what? That's karma. When you try to control and or manipulate a person into giving you a specific type of opportunity, you being rejected is karma for that. And that's what happens when you try to control free will. Now, from my experience with being, like, I've never cast a love spell. I wouldn't even know where to start on a binding spell of that sort. I would not know where to start. Have I tried to manifest a soulmate? Yes, I have. But it's like through prayer type of manifestation. Like, God, can I please have my husband already? Jesus. I'm only getting older down here. Because you just want your happily ever after like everybody else, right? But the problem is I have men who you cannot pay me to see a happily ever after type of life with. I know them too well. They project like nobody else's business. And the truth be told, they're not easy on the eyes at all. They're not. And subsequently, their insecurities are on flamboyant display. Because times have changed. When women don't have to settle for the sake of settling now, and these men from the lower tiers of society don't know how to handle it because they were taught that men are essential for a woman's survival. But today, women are slaughtering men in the education, or like the degrees and stuff like that, becoming a homeowner. Like, we are ripping them to shreds in that area. And that's because we mature faster. Yes, it is scientifically, Jesus Christ, that women mature faster than men. Science has proven this. And if you are laughing because I stutter, go look yourself in the mirror. No, go look yourself in the mirror. Are you perfect? No. Now shut the fuck up. Now, my thing about these witches and warlocks paid to do work, it doesn't necessarily mean they actually practice the craft. It can be a marketing type of a person that was paid to put false rumors out in your community and whatnot in the name of making you be seen in a bad light. So their person, like whoever is paying them, can look like the more viable option for whatever the hell it is they do for work. And my thing is, you don't get to be upset when that person not only figures out it was you who did it, you are basically persona non grata status the second they find out. And some of us are so hip to the game that we see through it from the jump. We have dreams about it, visions, downloads, just God snitching. God is snitching. And some people just genuinely don't know how to handle that. Because then starts the gaslighting. No, she's crazy. She's delusional. She's trying to hurt me. Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, okay. Thanks to today's technology, I have a natural alibi because my phone tracks everywhere I go. My car can track everywhere that I go, and so down that line. So if you live like 15, 20 miles west of my person, I don't advise saying that I'm coming to your gated community and trying to attack you and all that shit, because I'm going to laugh in your face. And then I don't advise anyone trying to turn around and try anything in my area, so to speak, because guess what? I know the proper chain of command to go through to get a whole police department invested in looked into. So on that line, they're not going to waste time over a false allegation because somebody is jealous, insecure, and so on down that line. They're not going to do that. You can use texting apps all day and night long. That will not protect you. I just found a news article where one of my former step brothers that I knew was struggling with alcohol. I knew that much. I knew he was mentally unwell. I didn't know he was that unwell because he was texting hospital staff at a local facility terroristic threats. And I'm just like, oh. And the article was from 3 months ago, and I follow one of the sites that covered him, but it's like, again, it just didn't pop up in my news feed, so I didn't know until Friday. And I'm just looking at that, it's just like, oh my. But at the same time, he was using a text app. Those texting apps are linked to your phone. Authorities had him tracked down within just 5 hours. So somebody here just is not playing their cards correctly. They're sneaky, but they're not that sneaky. And again, and the reason I know it's them is because money, again, is an energy exchange. Whether it's Venmo, cash, check, credit, debit, it's all an energy exchange. Your energy is attached to the money to pay these the covens and whatnot. But what kills me at this rate is they don't want us to be angry and upset and hold a grudge. And it's just like, the damage you have caused to me and my family is inexcusable. It's inexcusable. Like, we don't have peace, we have war. Why would I be your friend? Why would I let you in my circle? Because by working for the enemy, you have proven to be an untrustworthy person. Why would I deal with you? And for the handful of twats that did it because they want a man to see them as the end all be all, y'all look stupid as hell when you do shit like that. You worried about a woman that is not checking for any of y'all. You deserve to look and feel stupid. You're on the block list. You're not coming off. See, my thing is, insecurities will make you do some chaotically dumb shit. People like me prefer peace. We don't want war every 5 minutes. Just because we are of warrior stock does not mean we are constantly going to be at war. Believe it or not, a real one prefers peace over chaos. Because the thing about the peaceful folk, they choose peace first. But when push comes to shove, you are going to unleash a beast you are going to regret. This is why you don't bother people who are not bothering you. And on top of that, some people just don't want to be used and be just cast aside, dumped with something that they're not supposed to be in trouble for, that kind of thing. Like, we just know a user when we see one because something about the situation and the energy is just uncomfortable. It's just like, what the hell? It screams, I'm looking for somebody I can use. See, my thing is when you're going to use my content and stuff like that, you better be prepared to give the shout outs accordingly. And that's, other than that, it's plagiarism, basically. It's plagiarism, it's theft, it's not there's just, I don't care to hear the excuses. Theft is theft, no matter how you try to spin it. And they always try to spin it as, but it's inspirational. And it's like, where's my credit though? That's the problem. You failed to give credit where credit was due. Where's my credit? I still have the screenshots, complete with time and date stamps. So does it really matter what someone says when I have receipts? Oh, and I can also prove you're on my block list. So there's that. So now you really have to explain how you knew about my content. And the funny thing about those bots is, to a degree, those can be traced as well, especially if you pay for a subscription, because you find the right one, they're able to see your private messages. But the thing is, that's the one you have to pay for. It's like $80 a month or something like that, which is so wrong, but at the same time, it just further incriminates them in their stalkerish tendencies. Because the funny thing is the harder they try to put an innocent person in jail, they're only setting themselves up to go to jail, whether it's physical or spiritual. And with that, everybody have a good morning.